Have you ever traced your finger across a map searching for the world's last wild places? Maybe you've wondered what lies beyond the familiar in those remote corners where the land meets the unknown. There are places on this planet that seem almost untouched by time, where the spirit of adventure still lingers in the air, waiting for those bold enough to seek it out. Jan Mayen is one of those rare remote islands, Europe's forgotten jewel, shrouded in mystery and solitude. Tucked away in the far reaches of the Arctic Ocean, it's a place few have heard of, and even fewer have set foot upon. Its isolation is its greatest allure, drawing in explorers, scientists, and dreamers alike. This isn't a holiday destination with palm trees or luxury resorts. Instead, Jan Mayen greets you with raw volcanic landscapes, relentless winds, and a sense of wildness that's hard to find anywhere else. Here the elements rule, and nature's power is on full display. Jan Mayen is a challenge, a question from nature. How far will you go for true adventure? It's a place that tests your resolve, where every step is a reminder of how small we are in the face of the untamed world. For those who venture here, the reward is a sense of discovery that can't be found in crowded tourist spots. The island stands as a testament to the wild, a place where silence and unspoiled beauty are the real treasures. There are no bustling cities or busy harbors, just endless horizons, dramatic volcanic peaks, and the soothing sound of the wind and waves. It's not just about reaching a distant point on the map, it's about the journey within, and the value of places that exist purely for their own sake. Jan Mayen invites us to slow down, to reflect, and to reconnect with the wildness both around us and within ourselves. So join me as we peel back the fog and mystery of Jan Mayen, discovering its volcanic heart, resilient wildlife, and echoes of history. We'll explore the stories of those who have braved its shores and the secrets that lie hidden in its rugged terrain. This is more than a story about an island, it's about the enduring power of the wild and our longing to connect with it. In a world that often feels tamed and mapped, Jan Mayen reminds us that true adventure and true wonder still exist, waiting for those willing to seek them out. Picture yourself sailing north from Iceland, surrounded by endless gray waves that stretch to the horizon. The air is crisp and cold, the sky a heavy blanket of clouds, and the only sound is the wind and the restless sea. This is a place where few venture, a realm where the ocean seems to go on forever. Suddenly, through the swirling mist, a dramatic silhouette emerges, Jan Mayen. It rises unexpectedly from the water, shrouded in fog, as if conjured by the elements themselves. This solitary volcanic island is stranded in the North Atlantic, dominated by the ice-capped Beerenberg volcano, the northernmost active volcano on Earth. Beerenberg's summit pierces the clouds, its slopes cloaked in snow and ice even in summer, a silent sentinel watching over the island. The landscape is raw and elemental. Black lava fields stretch across the island, stark cliffs plunge into the sea, and beaches of volcanic sand form a jagged border between land and water. Every feature here has been sculpted by the twin forces of fire and ice over millennia. There are no trees to break the wind, only hardy mosses and tiny Arctic flowers clinging to life in sheltered crevices. These resilient plants add subtle touches of green and yellow to the otherwise stark terrain, a testament to nature's persistence in the harshest conditions. Jan Mayen's palette is almost monochrome. Dark volcanic rock, brilliant white snow, and the deep, endless blue of the surrounding sea. The scenery feels otherworldly, as if you've stepped onto another planet, far removed from the familiar landscapes of mainland Europe. Its profound isolation and wild, untamed geography set it apart from the rest of Europe. Here, the land is shaped by the relentless forces of nature, untouched by roads or cities, and the silence is broken only by the wind and the waves. Here you witness the planet's raw forces at work, glaciers grinding slowly toward the sea, a volcano looming above, and the relentless ocean battering the shore. It's a place where the elements are in constant battle, creating a landscape that is both beautiful and forbidding. Jan Mayen is a living reminder of nature's untamed power, a place where the earth is still being shaped by volcanic eruptions, fierce storms, and the grinding of ice. To stand here is to see a Europe almost untouched by human hands, a wild frontier at the edge of the world, where nature reigns supreme and solitude is absolute. Visiting Jan Mayen isn't as simple as booking a flight. There are no airports, no ferries, and no tourist services. The island is protected by its own inaccessibility, surrounded by rough, unpredictable seas and battered by fierce storms. Only a handful of sturdy expedition ships attempt the journey each year, and even then, landings are never guaranteed. There are no docks. Visitors must transfer to small boats and wade ashore through icy surf. The journey demands resilience, fitness, and a willingness to embrace uncertainty. Most expeditions simply sail past, unable to land. Only a few hundred people set foot here annually, a tiny number compared to Europe's other destinations. This rarity makes the experience profound. Jan Mayen is not for the casual traveler. It's a destination for those who seek true wilderness. The journey itself becomes part of the adventure. Jan Mayen is a land where fire and ice collide. Beerenberg's volcanic heat cloaked in glaciers. You can stand on black sand warmed by geothermal energy, gazing up at frozen rivers of ice. The island's wildlife is as resilient as its landscape. No land mammals, but cliffs teeming with seabirds, fulmars, kittiwakes, guillemots, and puffins. The beaches host seals, and the surrounding waters are visited by whales, minke, fin, and humpback. Seeing a whale's spout against the volcano is pure Arctic magic. Exploring Jan Mayen is a privilege. You tread carefully across moss beds, skirt steaming fumaroles, and listen to glaciers groan. Every step is a reminder of nature's raw power. Here, you're a guest in a world that operates on a different timescale. The wild heart of Jan Mayen isn't just seen, it's felt deep in your soul. It's a connection to the planet in its purest form. Jan Mayen's human history is quiet but fascinating, a story of explorers, whalers, and scientists drawn to its isolation. Discovered by Dutch whaler Jan Jacobzoon May in the 1600s, the island briefly hosted whaling stations before being abandoned as whale populations dwindled. For centuries, it was largely forgotten, visited only by the occasional sealer or explorer. In the late 1800s, Jan Mayen became a site for scientific research, with meteorological stations established to study Arctic weather. Today, only a small team from the Norwegian Armed Forces and Meteorological Institute live here, maintaining weather posts and navigation systems. These modern custodians continue the tradition of endurance and discovery in one of the world's harshest environments. The island's past whispers on the Arctic wind, a testament to human curiosity and resilience. On Jan Mayen, there's a moment when all noise fades. The boat engine stops and you're left with only the sounds of nature. The silence is profound, filled with waves, seabird cries, and the wind from Beerenberg's glaciers. In this quiet, everyday worries shrink, replaced by a sense of awe at the vastness around you. Isolation here is both humbling and liberating. You're a tiny speck in a wild, ancient world. There are no schedules, no expectations, just the freedom to be present and connect deeply with your surroundings. This solitude isn't loneliness, it's a source of strength and clarity. In Jan Mayen's silence you feel the planet's pulse. Simple moments, a flower blooming in volcanic rock, a fulmar gliding overhead, become deeply meaningful. True isolation here brings peace, perspective, and a renewed sense of wonder. Imagine standing on the deck of an expedition ship, the Arctic air crisp and invigorating on your face, as the mysterious outline of Jan Mayen slowly emerges through the swirling mist. The ship gently rocks beneath your feet, and you can feel the anticipation building among your fellow travelers. The sense of remoteness is overwhelming. Here at the edge of the world, you are about to step into a place few have ever seen. The snow-capped Beerenberg volcano towers above the sea, its icy slopes gleaming in the pale Arctic light. The island's dramatic coastline hints at the wildness that awaits. As you draw closer, the excitement is almost tangible. Soon you'll set foot on this volcanic outpost, a place shaped by fire and ice. You climb into a small boat, the cold spray stinging your cheeks as you skim across choppy water toward the island's black sand beaches. Towering bird cliffs rise above you, alive with the calls and flurries of thousands of seabirds. The raw energy of the landscape is both humbling and exhilarating. With a leap, you wade ashore, your boots sinking into volcanic sand as you take your first steps on this wild, untouched island. The sense of discovery is profound. Every footstep feels like a small claim on a place that remains largely unknown to the world. Walking across volcanic gravel, you pass ancient lava fields, their twisted forms telling stories of eruptions long past. Shimmering lagoons reflect the ever-changing sky, and you tread carefully, mindful not to disturb the delicate mosses and lichens that cling to life here. Every detail feels precious, every step a privilege. A tiny purple flower blooms defiantly in the harsh volcanic ground, a splash of color against the stark landscape. In the distance, a glacier glows in ethereal blue, its ancient ice a reminder of the forces that have shaped this island for millennia. Life here is fragile yet fiercely resilient. As the Arctic sun dips low, the land is bathed in golden light, transforming the island into a place of almost otherworldly beauty. You stand in awe, feeling a deep sense of gratitude for witnessing such a rare and untouched landscape. The silence is profound, broken only by the distant calls of birds and the whisper of the wind. Few will ever see this place. The memory will stay with you forever. Standing on the edge of the world, you realize how small you are and how vast and wild our planet remains. You haven't just visited Jan Mayen, you've become part of its story. The island leaves its mark on you and you carry its spirit with you long after you leave. Here, you reconnect with the wild spirit within yourself. This is true adventure, a journey not just across the sea, but into the heart of the unknown. In a world where every corner seems mapped and shared, places like Jan Mayen are more precious than ever. Their value isn't in resources or profit, but in their wild, untamed existence. These places are living libraries, ecosystems unchanged for millennia, offering vital clues about our planet's health. Jan Mayen's pristine air, water and wildlife are sensitive indicators of global change. Protecting such wilderness preserves not just beauty, but crucial scientific knowledge. Untouched places also inspire us, reminding us that mystery and adventure still exist. We have a responsibility to safeguard Jan Mayen and other wild places for future generations. Their wildness is their greatest asset, a treasure for all humanity. Jan Mayen's story is one of fire and ice, solitude and survival, a reminder that true adventure still exists in our world. These wild places belong to all of us, part of our shared human story. Sharing their tales sparks curiosity and awe, connecting us to the planet's wonders. If Jan Mayen has inspired you, join me as we seek out more hidden gems and untold adventures. The world is vast, full of resilience, hope and wild beauty. Thank you for journeying to Jan Mayen. Let's see where the map takes us next.